Hey guys, you are welcome back to my channel. My name is Franklin from the Money Code Academy, and if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing because, in this channel, I talk about personal finance, financial freedom, entrepreneurship, and everything in between. Don't forget to click on the notifications bell so that the next time I post a new video, you will be the first to receive it. If you are already subscribed, please check again to be sure that you are still subscribed. The economic collapse, which has led to so many job cuts, salary cuts, and unpaid leaves, has put many families and individuals in serious financial hardship. Many are truly finding it difficult to cope with this period because there are no jobs and no money coming in. I mean, it has not been an easy ride for a lot of folks. However, in times like this there is always a way out. So, in this video, I want to share with you 15 tips on how to manage your expenses if your salary has been cut, and this is part 1 of the series. The reason I want to share this with you is so that no matter what you face or go through this period, you will be equipped with the right information on how to scale through this period. So, let's get started. Number 1, don't be afraid. If there is one thing that happens when you are running out of money and there is no money coming in, is fear. So people tend to get very scared because of the thoughts of how they will survive. They ponder so much on this to the point where they enter into panic mode and are no longer able to take control of the situation. But this shouldn't be your case because it is not the right approach. It is true that the money you have left may be running out or you may not have any money at all, but fear clearly will not solve the problem. What solves the problem is courage and boldness. When you are bold and courageous, it helps you to maintain your composure and think of the right steps to take in that situation. As little as this may seem, it is way better than fear, and it can make all the difference. Because it helps you to handle that situation with a clear head. Number 2, be cautious of your grocery bill. In a situation where your salary has been cut or you don't have a job yet, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to be cautious of your grocery bills. This is one bill that we sometimes don't think consumes a lot of money, but it does. So, to avoid spending so much, you have to deliberately work on it and buy only things that you know you can't do without. I mean, there are some essential things that should be in the house. Those are the only things you should go for. Any other thing that you know will not be needed should be avoided. I know that sometimes it may not be easy, but you have to cultivate that discipline to let go and get it some other time. Remember, any money you spend now will not come back. So, you have to spend wisely, pending when you will get a new job. Number 3, monetize your existing assets. Again, this is another important thing you should do to help you manage your expenses. We all have some valuables that we might not be using often. Such assets should be sold off to generate extra cash. It could be your shoes, jewelry, clothes, or even a car. I know that this might not really go down well with some people, as they would say, I don't like selling my belongings, and I get it. But in a situation whereby you are running out of cash and there are no signs of income, it is better to sell off some things to raise money. Especially those things that you know you are not really using anymore. There may be some clothes or shoes that you may not be used for the past 3 months. Such things should not continue to gather up dust when it can actually generate money for you. Sell them off and don't be sentimentally attached to them. Remember, this move is just for the moment. When you get another job or establish another way of getting money, you can buy more of those things, but right now, you need to survive. You might say, but where do I sell these things? Well, that depends on the country where you are located. Different nations have different websites where these things can be sold. For example, if you reside in the United States, you can sell on Etsy.com. If you reside in India, you can sell on OLX.com. If you are in the United Arab Emirates, you can sell on Dubizzle.com, and the list continues. All you need to do is look for a portal online where you can sell used stuff, and there will be a lot of them. Number 4, buy used items. It doesn't hurt. I know there are some ideals that people hold dear, and they say things like, I can't buy used things, or I don't use used things, and they have different reasons for talking like that, but you see, there are times when you may have to change some of those ideals because your current situation does not permit such ideals to continue. Instead of resorting to begging or looking shabby or lacking some things in your house, it is better to buy used things just to save up some cash than to buy new things and use up all the cash. It doesn't make you cheap or foolish, it doesn't reduce you or change the man of principle that you are. It only shows you are wise and cautious about your spending. And don't forget, it is only for temporary measures. However, let it not become a habit, because that is where it becomes a stronghold that could hold you back in your financial life for a long time. Now, when we talk about used things, I want you to know that it's not everything that you can buy as used things. So, in going for these things, make your selections very well and have some reservations as to what you can buy and not buy. Number 5, pay your bills on time. Again, this is one very important thing you must do to manage your expenses. You and I know that even though there is limited income right now, the bills are unending. You can't say you don't want to pay your water bill or electricity bill. You can't avoid them, but you can make the decision to pay on time to avoid late fee charges. In many societies today, there is always a late fee attached to these bills to encourage you to pay early. If you delay, you will have to pay a late fee, which in most cases might be very high. So instead of delaying and shelling out more money to fix that bill, it is better you pay your bills on time. But if the delay is caused by no money at all, then it's a different case and should be approached differently. But whatever may be the case, don't ignore this part, because those extra fees will eat into your budget and cause you to spend the kind of money that you did not bargain for. Number 6, revisit your monthly subscriptions, membership. Another silent expense that you should give attention to are the monthly subscriptions or membership. They take money from you so silently to the point that you might not even know that you are spending a lot of money on it. So, it is important that you review this to know what you may have to cut down on. Go over the subscriptions and look at those things that are not generating money for you or helping you in any way and cut it off. It may not look like it will save you any money, but it will, trust me. Every extra dollar counts at this point. But remember, in cutting off the subscriptions, you should make sure it is those things that are liabilities to you, not the assets. Number 7, settle for homemade food. I know there are times when homemade food gets boring and tiring, but in times when you are facing salary cuts or unpaid leave, you will have to discipline yourself to eat only homemade food, because eating out could cost you so much money. Although I know that there are times when you might feel like spoiling yourself a little bit, and I get it. If it is within your budget or something you can manage, then go ahead. But for the most part, it is better to stick to homemade food. If you don't know how to prepare it by yourself, learn it, or contract someone, which I will not advise because that too will be expensive. And if you have always eaten out, you have to change that routine and habit, so that you learn something that will help you economize money. So, that will be all for this video. I will see you in the next part. If you have gotten value from it, don't forget to like the video, drop me a comment, and share with your friends and family members who need to hear these words. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly do so, and don't forget to click on the notifications bell so that the next time I post a new video you will be the first to receive it. If you are already subscribed, do check again to be sure that you are still subscribed. If there is anything you need me to talk about, don't hesitate to send me an email, using the email address in the description box below, or visit my website, www.moneycodeacademy.com, for more details. Until I speak to you again, keep in cracking the money code. God bless you.